सर्वपापनाशन मंगलानं च सर्वेसिं परमं हवै मंगलम् परमं हवै मंगलम्। अभी अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। नामी नमस्कार। अमित और कोई बाहर है कोई? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jai Jinendra, Nami Namam Sami. It gives me a great honor to welcome Anshul Ji Bafna. She's come all the way from Pune, India. And so I'm going to give a little synopsis about her experience. Some of you may have read the links I sent out in the JBB Social, etc. She will talk more about her work as well, but I've got some brief introduction about her. Okay, so who is Anshulji Bafna? She is a modern monk and a professor. She travels the globe, many countries, America and Far East, etc., imparting the wisdom to MBA students in various top universities, specializing in leadership and psychology. With a unique blend of Vedic teachings and contemporary insights, she guides individuals and the leaders towards a harmonious life through the profound philosophies of the Bhagavad Gita and our Jain Upanishads. Her journey extends beyond academia into the realm of spiritual coaching, where she serves as a beacon of light, helping others awaken to their authentic selves. She's also a certified hypnotherapist, proficient in 8 modalities of healing, which she integrates into her teachings to foster holistic well-being of individuals. Her mission is to build a bridge between the divine and the modern world, infusing love and compassion into every facet of life. Throughout her work, she aims to inspire a global audience to reconnect with their inner divinity while navigating the complexities of contemporary existence. By blending ancient wisdom with modern practices, she offers a transformative experience that empowers individuals to lead with integrity and compassion. So please welcome Anshul Bafna. She is going to talk about the topic, various topics she is going to cover. And so we're so blessed that she has rearranged her diary to be with us during her trip to England. Thank you.
Thank you. Am I audible till the end? Audible now?
Lift it up.
No, I think I'll just move this here. Am I audible now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I begin? Namaskar everyone. Hari Om. Jai Jinendra. आप सगळ्यांना. I speak Marwadi, of course. I speak Gujarati, so I'm happy to speak in both the languages. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Just to give a brief, मैं दोनों aspects पे काम करती हूँ, like corporates, individuals, personal sessions, universities. I was here to teach the Greenwich University early this month. And today we were having this conversation and we said, what are we going to talk about? Because there's a lots to say and lots to speak. And I was talking about healing and therapy work. And I do not know, for some reason, we decided to speak about angel therapy. And that's the poster that you've all gotten. I'm still wondering why that topic actually came up, but I'm sure that there's a reason why everything happens. So we'll speak about angel therapy and we'll understand what they are and how it kind of works in our being. Before we begin also, thank you so much for having me. I'm very grateful कि chance आप दियो मने बात करन वास्ते आणि I hope I reach out to everyone as much as I can. And we will speak about this beautiful thing. But before we begin, can we just have a 2 minutes of centering process? Can we all just close our eyes? If we can unfold our legs. So if you've crossed your legs, please put your legs straight. Gently close your eyes. Just take a deep breath in. And release. We need to be in the moment right now. Just feel your breath and connect yourself to Mother Earth. Completely being present in the moment. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go. Just here in the moment. It's a beautiful journey we will be going through to connect with ourselves, with our higher being. Remember all your masters, whoever you believe in, our Tirthankars, all the guides that we've had in our life, telling us to go forward in life, just centering ourselves. And in our minds, with that breath, can we just do one Naukar jap in the mind? It's all internalizing the beauty of divinity. Take a deep breath and we'll say Om once. Feeling the vibration gently. When you are okay, you can gently open your eyes with a smile. I hope you're all feeling in the present right now. We have a limited time and it's a huge topic, but I will try to just explain a little bit in terms of what it is. And we will do a quick meditation post it to connect with your own angels. So angel therapy is nothing really very fancy. We have been doing these things in our Jainism also, that we connect with the divine, we connect with the energy source within. But to talk about angel therapy per se and to understand that angels are nothing but messengers that are there from the divine. Now, if we look at something, so the theory goes like, if we look at the whole world in aspects like let's say an organization is there, you're all working in companies and organizations. So there is a CEO, then there are different departments that work, let's say marketing, finance, sales, then there is HR. जैसे अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट्स है एंड अलग अलग चीज़ों को लोग देखते हैं उसी तरीके से देर आर डिफरेंट एंजल्स दैट लुक एट डिफरेंट बीइंग्स डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ आवर लाइफ so when we talk about the hierarchy of angels, there are many. There are archangels, easy ones I'll explain to you today. Then there are archangels and there are आपने वो cherubs देखा होगा बहुत बार, those little two babies, those little naked babies that sit together, like they are supposed to be the closest because they are the most innocent. It has to be a very symbolic way of doing something, so they are extremely innocent and they are the closest to God. They understand energy. Unke baad, then there are different choirs of angels that do different work. There is, most importantly spoken about, is the archangels, and I'm sure you people have heard about it. A lot of the churches in London, they speak about Archangel Gabriel, they speak about Archangel Michael, then Samuel, and these archangels are there. Now, to understand what archangels are per se, I think they are my favorite ones to explain and to talk about. But before that, I want to ask you, have you ever experienced something? And I'm sure everybody has at some point in time. Let's say कभी आप रास्ते से जाते हो और ऐसा लगता है कि यहाँ से राइट नहीं लेफ्ट लेना चाहिए. Something is telling you. कभी हुआ है? हुआ है ना? Everybody has gone through that. Sometimes you are saying something and just something in your mind says, don't say it. Ever happened? It's happened to me multiple times. So these are your angels talking. There, you also have guardian angels. Now, guardian angels is something that you are born with. Everybody is born with at least one guardian angel. It's simple, some energy that is taking care of you and protecting you throughout your lifetime. Some people have more than one, some people have more than two, but एक सबका 100% होता है. And that is why you will see a lot of people, you might feel that they are little lost in their head, but they're talking like this. Have you seen people talking like this to themselves? Have you ever experienced? No? The people will talk. They say that they sit on your shoulders, always whispering to you. They're always there telling you what to do and what not to do, and how to live your life. But if you're able to understand it, if you're able to really decipher the messages that they're giving you, then you'll be able to talk to them. And today we will connect with your guardian angels. You'll be able to connect with what and how they speak. But there are signs that you can see when your angels are talking. A lot of times people say that you talk about angels, but um, how do I know that they are there? It's not that koi aake, there's not going to be like one divine energy flowing, flying in the sky and coming down to you. Of course not, unless you're clairvoyant. Clairvoyance is something that you probably have where you can see more than what other people can see. And enlightened beings like herself and people, they can see, clairvoyance can see other things. But these angels give signs. Now, what are the signs that you can actually understand? जब वो coin, मेरे साथ इतनी बार हुआ है that something is happening and a particular sign comes by. Have you seen a feather on the road randomly when something is going wrong? Feathers randomly, you know, when you're thinking about something and आपको पता नहीं उसका जवाब क्या है या कैसा होना चाहिए. Let's say a yes or no question, and you will see on the metro a big yes, or maybe you're not paying attention, or you will see a big no, or there'll be a billboard which says a next house is there, and you know you're going for the next house, or there'll be a sign on the sky. In the sky, your clouds will make a particular shape. They talk in languages of sign. They talk in languages of energy. They'll talk in language of colors. मेरे साथ बहुत बार हुआ है. I think the latest one has been unfortunate event of Air India 171. So I was flying the same flight on the 12th. And when I was booking, I booked the flight already. It was there. And I was talking to, because I was teaching the Greenwich University and we were doing the lectures on the 14th. And I was okay with it. So they called up and said, can we do the lecture earlier? I said, I've already, it's already done and sorted out. And 12 तारीख मेरे लिए अच्छा है. It's a nice date for me. There's no problem. And something in my head was telling me, when I was flipping, I read, so I was flipping, everything was coming as, no, I don't think, no, may not be. It was flipping pages and telling me, and I was getting a feeling of something is telling me off about this date. Of course, I did not know exactly what it meant. And then sometimes when you don't listen, they push you, like mothers and fathers and divine beings. They push you and they said, okay. And then I called up my coordinator from the university. I said, what's happening? I think the dates are being moved from the 14th to the 11th. I said, but how do we then arrange everything else? Like, you'll have to come 2 days earlier. I said, okay, we'll figure it out. And everything just fit in right well. And the minute I said, okay, I'll go on the 9th, all my messages that came were, have a safe trip. I have seen a lot of different things, that messages around me which said that. It's a very, very unfortunate thing to what has happened, but I'm sure a lot of people have been guided to not be on the flight. Um, and I would have flown, I did fly the same flight to London from Ahmedabad to Gatwick. It was the same craft. And when I sat on the craft, something did feel eerie to me. And when I sat there, I said, okay, let us reach. अब जो बैठ ही गए तो फिर जैसे ऊपर वाले की मर्जी भी देखेंगे जो होगा सो होगा. Of course, we landed, but 2 days later, we heard the news. So I'm grateful that we listen to our gut. Sometimes you call it gut, sometimes you call it intuition. You call it different things, but these are angels really talking to you. And I can go on and on and on with examples. I've lived in London for 9 years before. And I have a habit of not doing any medical treatments in London. And I'm sure everybody knows NHS. And we've had our difficult times with NHS. So I've had a toothache. Have you played Candy Crush? If you all played Candy Crush at some point in time. Okay. So in 2014, when I was here, I was playing Candy Crush and I had a toothache, and it was so terrible. Of course, I do have my medication. So I took a Caterol DT saying, ki, chalo, I'll take a medicine, I'll figure it out temporarily. But it continued to happen. And I was playing Candy Crush and I slept and I said, God, please. And I told my angels, I said, please, not this time. I'm going home in 2 months. Let this kind of subside for now because I cannot deal with NHS and a root canal here. I cannot do it. The next morning when I wake up, you have these gifts that come from Candy Crush in the morning. Like you've gotten something, you've gotten something. You've all seen that. It's so funny, I know, but that's how they speak. They're funny in their way. So I got a message in the morning saying your tooth fairy has given you one more life. It was hilarious. I know you're laughing. I was laughing in the morning. I woke up like, oh, okay. And then I poked my finger like this. It was gone. It was gone. I'm saying, okay, thank you very much. But it did happen to me, and I can go on and on in terms of how they protect. Um, Archangels are managers, basically, and they protect. So they take care of their given segments of work. So, for example, Archangel Michael, I think he's the most popular one also. I'm sure you have heard about him and a lot of churches about him. Um, he takes care of protection. He takes care of you being physically protected, emotionally protected, your electronics, and he takes care of all of that. So when it comes to electronics, I'll tell you one more story. Which I have a lot of stories about angels, so I think you'll be able to connect with it. Um, I use a Mac and I have names for my laptops always because I think they're very important. And she basically crashed out on me. And one fine day, she just refused to work, not switching on. And I said, I cannot do that. I'll get a new one, but I've got data here. I've not transferred the data, so I need something. So I did get a new one, and I spoke to that thing, and I said, please, can you switch on? And she did. It's still on. It's got a line on it. I can't read much, but all my data is recovered. So there, what I'm trying to say is you have to know how to connect with your inner being. It is nothing that is beyond your capacity. आप जब pray भी करते हो, when we say you pray, you're talking to the divine. When you're meditating, your divine is talking to you. So when you connect with yourself, you can hear it, but do you have the capacity to listen to it? Can we drop our biases about ये ऐसा होना चाहिए या वैसा होना चाहिए and really listen to what is being said to us? So it can be said to you in many ways, in signs, in words, in messages, in somebody random on the street saying something. When you're walking around somewhere and you hear somebody else speaking something and that goes into your ear and you say, but maybe it is just for you. Have you really sat down and understood कि ये मेरा message था? कितनी बार I love sitting on the tubes and understanding what is for me. And they will tell you. There's no other way for you to grasp that. Think about it. If an angel walks down here, you'd probably close the door and say, there is no drama here today. कोई भी, any divine being comes to you, you may not be able to grasp it, or you might think they are some random people, not even true. So how do we connect with our angels? How do we connect with our archangels? What are these divine beings? Everybody has one. We are connecting with them throughout our, ever since we are born till today, till the last day of our life, till we move forward in our next life. They will take care of us, protect us, guide us, tell us what to do. What are the different signs that you can actually might get while you're talking? एक सवाल पूछ के देखना आज. Instagram is also great, by the way. I'm sure you people are all Instagram, Facebook people. So when you do that, you have a question in your head. You have to have a clear question. First of all, your intentions need to be very, very clearly set. What I want, what answer I want, and then leave it. अब problem ये होता है sometimes when we are not able to hear our divine messengers, masters, angels, spirit guides, is because हमें लगता है कि हम उसी हिसाब से आंसर आना चाहिए. I want a message on the phone. उनको नहीं देना फोन पे मैसेज, उनकी मर्जी, उनको बिल बोर्ड पे देना है. सो आप खाना ऑर्डर करो, आपको क्या खाना है वो बताइए, वो कैसे आएगा इज नॉट योर प्रॉब्लम. It can be home delivery, it can be pickup, it can be whatever way it comes, let it come. Sometimes you miss the message because your thought process of how it should come to you is very stringent. So you have to leave it to them to understand it. And how do you know that they are with you? Is through coins. Coin का आवाज आता है कभी कभी आपको. That is the way. Feathers, clouds. एक अलग से खुशबू कभी आई है randomly बैठे बैठे कहीं पे? तो you've experienced that, yeah? एक random fragrance comes which is very familiar. It makes you feel very centered. हुआ, बहुत बार हुआ है आपके साथ, हुआ होगा. I'm sure it might have happened. You might feel a sense of warmth. Suddenly your stomach feels at peace. It will become again agitated maybe in a while or two, but for that second it becomes quiet, because these are energies that are intertwining between each other. And of course you have to have a very clear energy source. Sometimes you can also be in the crossroads of negative. Sometimes you're driving a car and you're all okay, you're listening, okay, another sign is you're listening to music. आप किसी गाने के बारे में सोच रहे हो और रैंडमली वही गाना बज जाता है. हाउ? It plays on radio. That person doesn't know what you're thinking. But things do, they are not accidents. These are alignments. These are synchronicities of life. If we understand, step back and understand that these synchronicities are happening for a reason. कोई चीज randomly नहीं हो रही है. Permutation combinations of life. Everything that you choose has a permutation combination. Once you choose that, has another permutation combination. But these are synchronicities that are very well woven in life. And that's how they are talking. So when you're like on a crossroad, when I'm talking about, let's say, for example, you're walking or you're driving somewhere, you're perfectly fine. And suddenly, for a moment, you feel very agitated on the road. होता है? After you cross that particular space, you again feel okay. You probably have not noticed. And that notice is not there because we are not aware beings. We are in autopilot mode. सुबह उठा, ब्रश किया, काम किया, ब्रेकफास्ट, whatever, काम पे गए, यहाँ पे गए, वहां पे गए. I will go to a level to say that even when we are praying, we are on autopilot mode. बैठे हैं, नौकर मंत्र का जाप कितना करना है, 108 करना है, समय करना है, हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया. Are you living that or you're just doing it? You're not human. You are human beings having a spiritual experience, or you're a spiritual being having a human experience. What are you? I feel that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. आप आत्मा हो, कॉन्शियसनेस हो, शरीर में हो, शरीर का एक्सपीरियंस करने के लिए आए हो, या शरीर हो इसीलिए आत्मा का एक्सपीरियंस करने आए हो? that question has to be very clear. And when we do that, coming back to our angels, I think we then are open to connecting with them. And they talk in different ways, different languages. काफी बार मुझे लोग पूछते हैं कि I speak Hindi, can they speak Hindi? I say they speak Malayalam also, no problem. They'll speak French if you want to. There's no problem with that. So you can speak in any language that you want to. You can speak there, they're fine. But there are different layers, like angels, and I was talking about fairies and elves. In the philosophy of Western, there are fairies and angels. Apne isme bhi hai वैसे. We do talk about a lot of celestial beings in our religion also. वैसे है सब एक जैसा ही. It's just a different way of connecting with each other. Next time you are wanting to have a question or you're wanting to understand something, try connecting with your divine being. Let us do a quick connecting with angels. Is that okay if we do it? Because we have a short time, I think it's important to at least experience something. Chalega? Let's do that. Ready? Make sure that your feet are on the floor. Take a nice deep breath. Take a deep breath in. And release. One more time. Take a nice deep breath in and release. Completely being present in the moment. कहीं जाना नहीं है, कहीं भागना नहीं है, सबका फोन साइलेंट पे है. We're really wanting to connect with our divine beings. Focusing on your breath, just notice how you breathe in and breathe out. Slowly bring your attention to your feet. Just noticing your feet. Feel the blood flow in your feet. Bring your attention now gently towards your ankles, to your calf, knees, pelvic area. Bring your attention to your stomach. Notice how it inflates and deflates as you breathe in and breathe out. अपना ध्यान अपने heart center, near your chest, your lungs. See how you breathe in and your chest expands and relaxes. Your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Nothing to worry, just being in the moment. Your hands, your fingertips, the back, your upper back, the top of your head. Really, your entire body in the state of complete calmness. We're going to call upon all divine masters, guides, spirit guides, angels, the divine messengers of God who are helping us now, are in the process of this beautiful energy, calling all angels. I want you to beautifully visualize. Imagine you are standing in a beautiful garden. The garden is lush green, wonderful, beautiful flowers. Look at them, completely become absorbed in that scene. छोटे छोटे फूल है, red, yellow, green leaves, white flowers, trees. And you slowly start walking outside the garden. Really experience the smell, the fragrance, the air. Touch one of those flowers. As you walk outside the garden, you will see a huge, big gate. बहुत बड़ा सा gate है. As you see that gate, you will see two big pillars. And you walk towards that gate. As you're walking, you will feel the sense of joy in your heart. Keep walking towards that gate. As you get to that gate, the doors, the gates are closed, and you'll stand outside. You see a beautiful white being walk towards you with beautiful big wings. Everybody probably sees the wings in their different colors. You can see white, pink, purple. They walk towards the gate and open the gates for you. Look at them and you keep walking inside. There are many such beautiful beings floating around in that area. And as you stand in between them, I want you to ask a question. Who is my guardian angel who is there since I was born? And there'll be a name that will come up. Don't worry about the name. Any name can come up. जो भी नाम आता है. A particular name, any name can come up for you. Look at that. That particular angel will come in front of you. Have that conversation with that, your guardian angel, who is there with you ever since you were born. Have that connection. Meet that person. Meet that beautiful being. Don't be judgmental about the color, the name. And finally, you have met your guardian angel. Connecting with him or her, however you see the gender. You can hold their hands, give them a hug if you want. Sit with them and Just experience the energy that they have. Really experiencing their energy. This is your moment to experience it. If you have any questions for them, ask them now and trust that they will answer. Trust they will tell you. They are your permanent, everyday friends. Be grateful for you being able to connect with them and now make a friendship that will last for your entire life as they will help you, guide you, protect you throughout. With them now, you will gently get up and you will go towards a big, big hall that is there. You can see a huge hall. It's only marbles and marble pillar, marble floor, beautiful white. You can feel the air on your skin. You can hear the bells ringing. And as you walk towards that beautiful space, there's a beautiful gold white light radiating from within that. As you step inside, you will notice there are lots and many angels there with beautiful feathers. They invite you in. And their feathers, their wings wrap you around and you feel the warmth, the love, the tenderness, the connection, and the protection that you feel. They'll all take you towards an altar, a space that is there, where you can see only golden white light. That is the universal source. That is the divine energy. If you believe in a form, you will see a form there. If you believe in energy, you will see only golden light. And that golden light will radiate from that space, that center, that energy source, moving through that hall. It will enter your being. It will enter the top of your head and really moving down towards the tip of your feet. Feel that beautiful energy entering your crown chakra, Shastrar, or your third eye, which is Ajna chakra. Entering and धीरे धीरे it is spreading all over. सब तरफ वो फैल रही है. पहले चेहरे में every cell, every tissue, every vein, every muscle, that you can feel that beautiful gold white light entering. And you're moving it throughout the body, through your shoulders, your chest, your every internal organ too. Slowly moving towards your feet, and your entire body is drenched in this beautiful golden light. You will meet 3 beautiful angels there. Archangel Michael, He comes to see you. His beautiful, violet, radiant energy. He looks tall, big. He's got a sword to fight, to cut any cords of old karmic connections. He'll help you protect you. He'll help release any old negative energy. He will let go. He will help you let go of anything that you do not need now in your life. You meet him there. So from now on, when you want to cut a cord with someone, when you want to release something with someone, it's going to be Archangel Michael. When you do this, you will be happy, content. You're connected with your guardian angel. If you have any questions, you'll feel relaxed. You can ask them. And trust your answers will come. You will hear the bell ringing, and slowly you'll walk outside the hall. As you walk outside that hall, you will step down the stairs, moving back towards the gate, looking back. You can come back in this space anytime you want and ask whatever you want for help in terms of your questions, in terms of guidance. And now you know whom you connected with as your guardian angel. The name itself, you can have a conversation with them. As you step back in the garden, you look back at that beautiful gate with absolute happiness in your heart. You come back to the garden, gently bringing your attention back to your feet. Attention back towards your breathing. Being grateful, being happy. Repeating an Om chant to get your vibrations. Om. Stay in the moment. Gently, when you are ready, you will gently rub your hands on your eyes. How are you feeling? Can anybody share an experience? Anyone?
It was a usual meditation, but something like that.
It's a mix. It's a mix, yeah. But it's usually to connect an initiative with your guardian angel.
That bit,
Sorry?
that bit I didn't feel.
It's okay. That's completely fine.
Can a past event come very
Yes. Yes, because you're opening a dam, no? You're opening a brick. What did you see a past event happening?
very clear?
Very clearly. Yeah. So maybe they're telling you to go back and visit that event for some reason in your mind. Something that was important. So maybe it needs attention, maybe it needs healing. Maybe it needs you to go back to it and figure something out. that probably have missed in that whole event. So it is very possible that can happen. Anybody heard a name or something? You heard?
So I don't know, I have never seen that, but
Stop judging yourself.
so it's like suddenly somebody who came with like this hat, you know, like tomboy hat.
Hmm.
and,
You have a fancy angel.
When you said light with yellow light, I saw it before.
Okay, wonderful.
I don't know that I felt like it slept for a time being and I don't.
You have any name that came up? No, okay. So you have a cowboyish angel.
It's like some animated character type of.
You don't judge it. Wait for that to open. It's like you've seen a dam, no? डैम में जो दीवार होता है, आप पूरा डैम तोड़ोगे तो एवरीथिंग विल कम ऑन टू यू. वो एक ब्रिक खुलेगा, जितने हमारी कैपेसिटी है वो उतना ही खुलेगा. If you were a very open person to accept, it might open more. Sorry. But if you don't have that capacity, it will open only one brick. And then slowly it will start flowing towards you. So it will happen. Just hold on to it.
I mean, I feel like that I'm quite high intuition of things.
Right.
I mean, in general,
Okay.
I always tell my husband that this is, I feel not right, so we shouldn't do it.
So you do have that thing already.
I-
Yes.
I feel like guts is there.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's intuition. It's
It-
intuition. It's intuition. Wonderful. Wonderful. What about you, sorry?
I, I'm not sure if what you're saying, angel, is something similar to what we call fitras, जो हमारे काजल्स होते हैं. So I saw the image of my dad's Dadaji.
Okay.
And like, it's like when you say like, just hold, he's coming, he's holding your hands. And I had continuous tears flowing from my eyes
Wow.
all the time,
Wow.
which I just wiped off when he said. And like, I felt that like,
Yes.
I normally meditate and
Hmm.
I do feel that connection that there is some invisible helpers.
Correct.
You are calling them angels, but in my words, it's like invisible helpers who help me every time whenever I need any kind of,
That's
guidance.
wonderful. Yeah, it can be your ancestors, they can be your spirit guides, your angels can be your masters, they can be somebody who has passed away, can come back. They can be a guardian angel. So surely it can be somebody who has passed by.
He's already Pitarji,
Ha ha, I understand. So it's a passed away soul, it's an ancestor. Yes, they can be your spirit guides, they can be your guardian angels. Angels is nothing but, okay, it's probably a fancier word. It's just simply being messengers. Somebody who's helping you.
And I was completely feeling like everything I could see, the white light, golden light. green
Wonderful.
light. And when I came back, when I opened my eyes, like I realized I'm sitting here.
Wow, that is so beautiful.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Anybody else who would like to share any kind of an experience?
I would like to share.
Yes, please. Hanji.
I just want to recall,
Mhm.
we had, somebody,
Ji.
she did the PhD in Samudkar.
Mm.
So she took us towards in the space, everything fixed up, and we brought our soul back.
Wonderful.
So that's the experience I had when she did this sort of thing, what you did just.
Wonderful. It is a short time for us to do a meditation, but whatever little we can do, but there's a lots more that we can do in this realm. And like I say, when we speak about angels, it's not just the Western way of speaking it. I think, like you were saying, it's pitra. It is जो हमारे गुजर चुके ancestors है, उनसे connect होता है. There are so many planets, realms that we can go to. There are so many galaxies that we can actually go to. There are so many planes that we can go to. The only way we can do that is if we are open to going. Are we ready to go? That is the thing. And when it comes to specifically, if you're talking about angels, they speak in different languages in terms of the way they speak. Sometimes there is one angel called as Angel Metatron. Basically, वो speaks in the most geometrical sense. So अगर आपको कोई साइंस दिखता है या geometrical साइंस दिखता है, हमारे में भी है. I think Hinduism has a lot of Shri Yantra, yantras that we do, instruments that we have. that kind of has the same vibe of that particular angel. So even if we are talking about angels, and even if we are talking, because I am myself a Vedic person and I teach the Gita, we speak a lot about angels, but we are very innately connected to it. It's not that it is something alien to us in terms of the Western philosophy. I completely believe if we are able to connect with our guardian angel, when I told you to connect with your guardian angel, I think a lot of us have, nahi, maybe ye naam galat hai. Maybe you're trying to think a name. Don't think. The problem that we have is we try to think. And when we talk about spirituality or adhyatma, it's not about thinking. I think spirituality is so simple. It's so basic. It's so innate. I think we complicate it. The complexity lies in its simplicity. And the problem, because we complicate it, is because we have a conditioned mind. मुझे लगता है कि ऐसे होना चाहिए, मुझे ये फील नहीं होता, या मुझे ये दिखता नहीं है, या मुझे लगता नहीं है. Can we drop that for a moment and see what it is for? Can you see yourself for what it is, without what you see in the mirror, without how I feel about I feel about myself? I think that's a process you need to do first. And your angels will connect with you with different ways. They are beautiful. There are no genders to it. And हम जो पितृ भी देखते हैं, हमको पता है that this person is passed away, and we know a particular gender for it. That is why probably we connect with a gender form. We humans like to have a form. We cannot easily deal with things that are not in a structure. That is our nature. And that is why it's nice to put a structure to something so we can be anchored to it. And that is why we see it as a man and a woman, or a male and a female, or a female angel or a masculine angel. But actually it's an energy source. हमें जिस चीज से हम कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे, हम उस चीज को उस नजरिए से देख के कनेक्ट कर लेते हैं. वैसे तो है नहीं ना, it's not there. But for our capacity of understanding, because we have a limited capacity of understanding on the physical plane, we build structures, we build different ways of seeing things. And even when we talk about angels, there are no masculine and feminine. They are just there. In terms of fairies, they are just there. I don't have the picture with me, but I will share one picture with you on the group, and you please do share. We were doing a full moon meditation because I teach meditation for years, and we asked to be show it to us. And we were clicking random pictures. We've actually seen somebody like a beautiful fairy flying on the picture. And I will share that picture. It's not edited. It is not AI. It is purely from a DJ cam. From 15 years ago, यो पहले जो वैसे वो click वाले photo pictures आते थे वैसे वाला है. But it's beautiful. And I have seen so many signs in so many ways that they connect with me. I'm sure they'll connect with you. The reason I'm actually talking this topic about angels, I haven't spoken about angel therapy in years. So because we don't speak about it anymore. There's a lot more in the Vedic aspect that we're teaching. And I think I mentioned to you twice ki, are you sure you want to do this topic? मैं बोली भी आपको शायद. And I said, हाँ बोला था मैंने. हाँ, so I said, are you sure? Are you sure? He's like, yeah. I said, okay. This is what is supposed to come. हाँ जी.
That area of our life, like, a lot of things. What's the reason behind we should go and open up that area?
What area? The angelic area?
Or something like, is it just only for helping yourself? Sometimes you feel it, okay, like, fine, you go into that trust kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you stop, working toward, like, that's a problem comes in life that let me go to angel, speak, and then wait for the results or something. Is it not making ourselves weaker or,
No.
or something, or what's the main reason?
No, it's okay. Okay, so I'll break your question into multiple, and I'll answer that question. So when you are opening that area, that's a realm of consciousness. Okay, that's a realm of consciousness that we're opening. We're opening that because that can help you understand you. That can help you guide in the process of living on this planet. It doesn't make you lazy. It enables you to do better. Somebody can get money. Let's say you get $1 million or £1 million. You can either become lazy or you can invest and get better. So it also depends on how you are taking it. You cannot just rely on your angels. They're not going to do your job. They're not my private assistants that they will do my job, but they will surely tell me what to do. And they work on free will. So unless it's a life-threatening situation, which I've gone through a couple of times, they will do something to intervene without your permission. But otherwise, you will have to ask for help. They will not interfere. They will see everything. अगर कुछ गड़बड़ लग रहा है तो बताएंगे, but बोलेंगे बीच में नहीं बोलेंगे. That's what Krishna also says in his Bhagavad Gita, and he says यथाच्छसि तथा कुरु. ये सब है, पर आगे तेरी मर्जी. So going back to your question, we don't get lazy. We have to take their help to make the most of what we need to do. We cannot say that I will not do anything, you do it. No, even God will not come down and do it for you. Nobody can come down. It's your journey. It's our journey. It's our journey to get better. It's our journey to live on the planet. It's our journey to understand ourselves. The whole process of why we are really on the planet is a question. It's to go through, we've gone through multiple lifetimes. We've got the human, the space to be in. Can we let go of anger? Can we let go of fear? Can we let go of attachment? Can we let go of all of those things? That is our learning curves. And they will help you in that. In the process of course, material world that you are living in, you cannot deny that you're living in that world. So, and the first question of yours is, why do we even open that realm? How else will you get to know yourself? Even if you do not touch that realm and you completely stay in the physical material world, and even if you're learning, you're still touching that realm. You cannot not be in that realm. That's what I said. You are a spiritual being only having a human experience. So you're already from that realm. There's nothing to open. I hope I'm answering your question. Okay, yes.
Is it like aiding and helping in decision making as well?
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
because in decision making could be, if you can break it in several different aspects
Yeah.
with it. One is like in our daily life,
Mhm.
family life and all, we have to make many decisions. And then there are our corporate or
Yes.
like, the business life.
Yes.
So could be used in any of those
Yes.
realms.
Absolutely. You can take it, you can blend it in everything. And because I teach, because I coach leaders, right, for workspace spirituality and conscious leadership, I have spoken with so many leaders across the world, and most of them say that we trust the gut, even if the numbers are saying something else, the data is saying something else. Sometimes I just know inside my gut that I cannot trust the data. I know this is right. And they can do that because they are very aware as beings. There may not be angelic aspect to it, but still that they are working. They may not call it angel, they might call it intuition. They might call it a gut feeling. आप नाम कुछ भी दे दो ना.
I mean, in corporate world, we call it like contrarian decision.
Correct.
It's completely different to the informed decision.
Correct.
Right? So that's where, many times, that either you go either the directions, whether you really make good out of it or bad out of it. So that's where, some of the leaders are actually really revered because they have made the right decision.
The right decision due to instinct.
Yeah.
Yes. And they do help you in decision making. So most of the times when I'll tell you my example, when I want to decide something and it's easy to choose between a right and a wrong, but it's very difficult to choose between two wrongs and two rights. That is the time you take the help. So I don't know what's happening. Can you guide me what to do? And then step back and see what's happening, how they're responding back to you. They will tell you in forms of colors, in messages, in the books that you read. The another thing I love to do is when I want to communicate with them, I take a nice book, I flip pages and I just stop randomly. I said, okay, this is what you want to tell me. So like the first few words or where my finger goes. This is how that they will connect with you for decision making. And they do help. It's just you have to build a trust. I think दोस्ती में trust जरूरी है ना. So वो जब तक trust build नहीं होता तब तक वो आपको feel नहीं होगा. हाँ जी, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for not being
No,
able to
no,
get to
it's
you.
fine. Yeah, I miss always take my chance.
I'm sorry on his behalf.
See whether he's raising hand or just kidding.
So there are two aspects. One definitely Pankaj ji raised, another.
Mm.
So the combination of these two things I need further clarification.
Hanji.
So one aspect is definitely we have philosophical question is like every age of life,
Mhm.
try to find answer like at young age, what will happen? Oh, if I study, I will become
Correct.
doctor, then I will have wealth and or maybe I will service to the community. Or it maybe late 50s or around like okay, what will happen, health issues and where will we go?
Hmm.
So the philosophical aspect and at different stages, different type of questions we have. So
Correct.
that is practical aspect or like worldly aspect and spiritual aspect.
Correct.
Now, second aspect I'm coming. So like I want answer.
No
this,
problem.
like,
Yeah. I hear you.
why we change at different stages of our life.
Mm.
We ask ourselves different questions.
Mm.
Second aspect is you said gut feeling,
Intuition,
but
yes.
the same time we are told in two ways. Karma is important
Mhm.
because end of the day, whatever we do, that gives the fruit.
Correct.
But again, there is a whatever we do, but if you don't have in your destiny, you don't get.
I love this question. It comes every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, I know my question is no. The
No,
another
please.
aspect is the knowledge we acquire in our life, and then we have a gut feeling aspect. Okay, whatever the knowledge we have, whatever the logic we have, that is sometimes not right. As you said, like contrarian means like because gut feeling is saying
Saying
do
something
it,
else,
yeah, do
yes.
it. But in our real life, many times when we go with gut feeling, it doesn't work. Then say no. Always stick to the facts. When we stick to the facts, no, sometimes it is not in your luck. So go with your gut feeling. How you answer it?
Wow. Yes, 200 questions for me in 3 sentences.
Can I just add one?
Yes, please, go on. You're already on the process.
Yeah, so how can you enhance?
Okay, all right,
By
okay.
doing the treat.
By ranging the three. Okay, so now you need to tell me if I missed anything, yeah?
Yeah.
Which you will. So different parts of your life, you ask different questions to yourself. That was the first thing, right? That is because you're on a learning curve. आपका पहला ब्रह्मचार्य आश्रम जिसको हम 4 भाग में डिवाइड करते हैं ब्रह्मचार्य then your गृहस्थ which is because you're meant your life is meant to be split in those aspects. You're in the process of the human aspect. You're born, you're learning first things, you're getting information, you're learning things. Your mind has that much capacity to ask the questions for the future self. That is one. When you come in the space of grihastha, where you are earning your life, you are living for your family, you're financially wanting to be sound, your thought process for your life is about money, is about material work, it's about what do I become, how do I get the most. Now when you have done that already, only then, when you've experienced it, only then will you actually feel the need to self-actualize. A person who has hunger in the stomach will not want to sit and pray. Unless, of course, that person has experienced that in this previous lifetimes. जो आपकी अभी की जरूरत है, आप उसको पहले देखोगे. As an innate nature. Now, when we look at these four aspects, and a lot of people ask me that, but then there are people in their 80s who still want to have money. If that is the concept, then the 80s में तो then फिर उन्होंने छोड़ के अपना वनवास ले लेना चाहिए ना? But why are they still behind money? That is also a question that comes. To that question, and still sticking to your question, is let's look at life in your holistic aspect. So आप एक जिंदगी देख रहे हो, मैं आपकी एक जिंदगी को multiple lifetimes में देख रही हूँ. So हो सकता है that you have lived your entire your life, physical life, only in one ashram, in only in brahmacharya. आप बस खेले मस्ती मजे किए, खाए पिए, learn किए, निकल गए. हो सकता है that you've lived your entire, maybe one, no, 2-3 lives only in material living. So we don't know. It can be possible that you live your entire 4 stages in one life. It can be possible that you live your 4 stages in multiple span of lives. That is why जो लोग जल्दी से दीक्षा ले लेते हैं in the age of 5, 6, people who are already on the path, तो उन्होंने तो गृहस्थ देखा ही नहीं. पर देखा नहीं, उन्होंने पहले देख चुके हैं. They've lived that life before. And their only remaining rast is left. So they're going to take that on very fast. That is why your questions differ at different stages of life. Only when you've experienced your material world, only if you've experienced your life, you've experienced love, you've experienced compassion, giving, sacrifice, all of that is when you will come to the stage of, अब ये सब हो गया, अब मुझे देखो, अब now what? Now what is interesting? This does not interest me anymore. That is why somebody who's sitting on the top position with a lot of money is not interested in money anymore. Because that does not give you a flavor only anymore. That is why different life spaces, different life frames have different questions that bring up because of experiences. And if you are conscious enough, you're aware enough, that something will start talking to you, saying that I'm meant for something more. That brings me to the topic of karma. आपका अगर कर्म important क्या है? कर्म ही तो है पूरा जिंदगी. Anything that is action is कर्म. कर्म का meaning only is करना. आप सांस लो तो अंदर नहीं रख सकते हो ना, आपको दूसरा कर्म छोड़ना पड़ेगा. You'll have to let go of the another breath. So your karma is something that you will always have to do. और जो कर्म करते वो मिलता है. Is that what you were saying, right? Whatever you do, you reap.
Yeah, I repeat again. So
Yeah.
Karm, Bhagya, या energy. So now Karm says, okay, with the Karm you will get
Correct.
whatever you want. Bhagya says whatever लिखा है वही मिलेगा. Karm आप कर लो कैसे भी, मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा गारंटी नहीं है. So the contrarian aspect then is like gut feeling is the same. I believe we relying on something which sometimes true, sometimes not true.
Yeah.
So dilemma we have, do we trust on this energy or we trust on our knowledge, facts, and
Okay, I got your question again. Sorry. So now I'm trying to answer your question. कि आप कर्म पे करें कि अगर सब कुछ भाग्य में पहले लिखा हुआ है तो फिर मैं कर्म क्यों करूं? और अगर कर्म ही करना है तो देन जो लिखा हुआ वो होगा नहीं. To answer that question is कि आपकी एक जिंदगी में तो कर्म नहीं कर रहे हो. आपने कितने कर्म पहले भी किए हैं. There are multiple lifetimes that you've lived, the multiple कर्म्स that you've done. वो संचित कर्म भी तो है ना, जिसके आपको आज भी आप इस जगह पे बैठे हो. कोई ये शायद ये आपके आज के कर्म नहीं होंगे, कोई पहले के कर्म होंगे. आप इस कम्युनिटी में हो, ये पहले का कर्म होगा. बट इसके बाद आप क्या करोगे, दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू. बट अगेन हैविंग सेड दैट, information that you have to work with that information. There's always a predicting factor. Okay, I'm talking a little more scientific here, but a little more technical here. There's always a predicting factor. I understand this in a way that when you choose to do, let's say A, मैंने अगर ये बॉटल एक A में चूज किया तो इसके मल्टीपल परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशंस है. A के बाद मैंने A1 चूज किया, वो चॉइस मेरा है, वो कर्म मेरा है, बट उसके भी परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशंस ऑलरेडी है. So you have to look at the data that you have, but you also have to be very, very synced in with your instinct, with your energy source to choose where you want to go. You can be born into a wonderful family, a very spiritually oriented family, वो आपका कर्म पहले का. But if you decide not to do it and you decide to stray from that, वो भी आपका कर्म. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आपका जो पहले डेस्टिन्ड था वो होगा नहीं, वो मे बी नेक्स्ट टाइम होगा.
So
Sorry.
I'm not contradicting.
No.
One is we are trying to say, listen to angel or energy, or
Mm-hmm.
let it guide us.
Mm-hmm.
At this same time, we are saying, no, karma is important.
Correct, it is important.
So maybe the past karma and we have whatever we have. And the future, whatever we do now will govern our future.
Correct.
Then what energy will do?
It will guide you. It will help you take the right decisions. It has permutation, combination of the choices that you make. It will help you take the right choices. It will help you reduce your karmic baggages. It will help you learn your lessons. It will help you learn your let go of the things that you do not need in the future. In terms of if you have accumulated, let's say, fear for something, it will help you reduce that. Because the minute that reduces, your insecurity reduces. Their insecurity reduces, you become a better human being. It helps you, guides you. And that is why the anchoring of that spiritual aspect is extremely, extremely important. But having said that, कर्म से तो पूरा जिंदगी चल रहा है. सबका ही जिंदगी कर्म से चल रहा है. आप यहाँ पे आए वो भी तो एक कर्म है. मैं बोल रही वो भी एक कर्म है. So we have to take in that consideration that we need to do what we have to do to get there. We are put here. God is not, or divine energy is not going to come and live my life. That's not its job. I don't think that's his job. My job is to learn my process, and it will guide me through the process. But that helps. Am I taking a lot of time? Sorry. Hanji. Ji.
So actually, I didn't have any question, but when I received a text to ask one question, maybe it is the angel asking the question to you.
Okay.
You are angel.
You are the angel.
Says like, what does your angel says about our GBB? When we are going to get a new GBB?
That's a channeled message. I do not know. I will have to channel it through. That's a channel. I'll have to channel it through. I will probably write to Gigi and tell him exactly your answer. I will. That's my promise. I will. Do you want a new center? Yeah. Making this into a better one, or looking at.
Basically, we need bigger center with less efforts.
Less effort. I like that. I want a bigger center with less effort.
Decision to be made, either make this one big or buy another bigger. So
Which one is the right
which
one?
one is the right one?
I will answer this question. I will write to you, I promise. And I will tell you exactly. I'll channel the message off to you. So thank you for that angelic question. Hanji.
How the basics are question.
जी, hanji.
जैसे भी meditation करते हैं
जी.
या guide कर रहे हैं.
जी.
So how do I differentiate कि ये मेरी imagination है या कुछ really हो रहा है? Now you were kind of guiding us to think something. Right? So ऐसा लग रहा था कि मैं कुछ सोच रहा हूँ. I think हर जना तो अपने हिसाब से सोच रहा हूँ.
Correct.
So I can sit and think in a room, कुछ भी अपना imagine भी कर सकता हूँ. So that's a confusion. Is it just my own imagination या कुछ really हो रहा है?
आपको feel हो रहा था?
I was feeling energy.
Then it is happening. Imagination happens in the head. And don't worry about that. You're actually feeling it will happen through these obstacles of thinking. I'm imagining things. If you want to go to another realm, another planet, another galaxy, आपको पहले लगेगा I'm imagine ही कर रही हूँ. But जितना आप उसको experience करोगे, उतना वो realistic होगा. Of course, you have to keep in mind, because my psychology aspect comes in play. You have to keep in mind that it's not a mind game that you're playing with yourself. And you will, I know what you're saying. I know completely what you're saying. And I agree with that, because sometimes our mind starts to play games and it will tell you things that are not there. But you will feel and you will know if this is a mind game. For that, you need to be very aware as an individual. Can I distinguish between a mind game and what is happening? For that, of course, you need to be more aware. That brings me to the question that lady over there, she was asking about how to increase your consciousness. How to do it. I think meditation is the way that we go through. Every time becoming aware, every time seeing. Another trick that I have used when I was much younger, because I started my journey on this when I was 9 years old. And I have experienced what you're saying since I was 10, 12 years old. The only way to do it is constantly be aware कि मैं कर रही हूँ, क्यों कर रही हूँ, ये मेरे हाथ से चल रहा है, ये देख रहा है, कौन देख रहा है, आंख देख रही है, आंख के पीछे कोई देख रहा है. जब ये कंटिन्यूस कॉन्शियसनेस चालू रहेगा, that's when it will help you. It's not a coffee sachet. It will take a lot of time to brew. It's not an instant coffee. तो धीरे धीरे होगा. हाँ जी.
I ask you, I think it's the last question.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
I didn't feel so much while we were meditating.
Yeah.
but Every morning, like this morning, I felt.
Mm-hmm.
Every morning we do Bhaktamar.
जी.
Bhakti.
हाँ जी.
So it starts at 7:30,
Mhm.
and today I overslept. And 7:35, somebody shouted my name.
There you go.
Yagna. And I said, "Who is that?"
There you
And
go.
I saw the time, and then
There
I
you go.
quickly joined.
There you go.
So I
There
told
you
myself,
go. There you go. जब नहीं तो somebody will shout your name.
Yes, I don't know whether it was somebody.
Unconscious mind.
Yeah, doing it every day.
It can be. It can be. It can be. It can be. I cannot deny that. It can be your subconscious mind because your body is clocked in. Because your body is clocked in saying कि अच्छा आज छुट्टी है तो आज सोने को नहीं मिलेगा. It will go against you.
Conscious mind था कि angel था.
That she will be able to answer. I will not be able to answer that. But why not take it in a good way?
I mean,
Forget about angels also. It can be your divinity. It can be your bhakti that's speaking. जो भक्ति भी तो आपकी बात कर सकती है ना, आपकी भक्ति बात कर रही थी. Why are we categorizing or caging our experiences in words? Bhakti is so beautiful. It can be your bhakti speaking. Can we just like pray? Just like a quick 2 seconds. Just close it. Just gentle breathing and we'll do 3 omkars. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Thank you.
तुम वाले भी हैं. तुम वाले सेम है.
जैसे ये इधर है ना, ये इधर दिख रहा है. आराध्य को नमन. आज के मुख्य वक्ता हमारे यहाँ की गेस्ट अंशु जी, समली जी, उपस्थित बंधुओं बहनों, काफी देर से सुन रहे थे और अंशु जी ने कहा मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि आप लोगों ने ये टॉपिक चुनाव कैसे किया. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है नीति प्रिया जी का मूल मकसद रहा
कि जेबीबी नया कब बनेगा, ये एंजल से संपर्क करके। तो टॉपिक दूसरा लेते तो ये एंजल वाला तो कहाँ से आता। तो एंजल लेंगे तो सबसे पहले जो अभी लगभग लगभग सुनील जी बोल रहे हैं लेस एफर्ट्स, लेकिन अभी माइंड में सबके काफ़ी एफर्ट्स चल रहा है कि कैसे, और एक प्रोजेक्ट जब सामने आता है ऐसा लगता है कैसे हो जाए, चाहे भले आप अपना घर करते हैं, कुछ भी करते हैं। तो मैं भी बोल रही थी नीति भैया जी को, आपने ये टॉपिक का चुनाव क्यों किया। तो बोले बंदा में ये अच्छा टॉपिक है। और दूसरी बात देखिए, जो अंशु जी ने जो बात कही, मतलब चाहे हम उसको एंजल संज्ञा दें चाहे कुछ भी दें, यूनिवर्स में एक पावर है जो आपको सपोर्ट करने को तत्पर है। और जो मनीष जी चाहे सुनील जी चाहे आप लोग जो बोल रहे थे दिखने वाली बात की कुछ दिखा किया, जिनके साथ आप अपना कनेक्शन करते हैं और सबकॉन्शियस माइंड तक वो कनेक्शन आपका बैठा हुआ है 100%। वो भले जैसे मनीष जी ने कहा कि वो इमेजिन है, हमारा इमेजिनेशन है, क्या है इमेजिनेशन ट्रू में बदल जाता है।
तो आप जो बोले और जो मनीष जी बोले उसको मैं थोड़ा अपनी साइंटिफिक वे में भी पूछे कि जैसे मनीष जी बोले कि ये अपने अंदर जो कॉन्शियसनेस है या जो अपना ब्रेन पावर है वो थॉट प्रोसेस जनरेट करता है। तो वो थॉट प्रोसेस जो ब्रेन में चल रहा है वो इमेजिनरी भी हो सकता है, रियलिटी भी होता है। तो रियलिटी तो जो अपन सेंसेस से लेते हैं वो एक्सपीरियंस बन के वो रियल वे में देखते हैं। और इमेजिनरी क्या है कि मैं बैठ के मैं सोचूं मैं न्यूयॉर्क में स्काई राइज देख रहा हूँ। तो आप जो बोले कि पावर हेल्प करने को तैयार है तो अपन उसको चैनलाइज कर सकते हैं। अगर वो ब्रेन पावर खत्म हो जाती है, लोगों को साइकोसिस हो जाता है, माइंड डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है, दे कैन नॉट थिंक लॉजिकल, फिर तो वो काम नहीं करेगा।
इसमें मैं ऐसा बताना चाहूंगी, अपने आप को थॉटलेस कर लो। छोटी सी बात ही दी, छोटा सा एग्जांपल देना चाहती हूँ मैं। एक बार मैंने कहा था कि भाई बिना आपके एफर्ट्स किए, एक बार लगभग 200 टीचर का वो वहाँ टीचिंग का था अपने दिल्ली में। तो भाई कि भाई अपन ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की जो बात करते हैं जीवन विज्ञान से, प्रयोगों से, तो टीचर ऐसे ऐसे भी थे एक प्रकार से जिनको हम नास्तिक भी बोल सकते हैं। उन्होंने कहा इम्पॉसिबल, खाली ये कह देने से क्या होगा। मैंने कहा मैं छोटा सा प्रयोग कराऊंगी। आप लोग हाथ को घुटने के ऊपर रखेंगे और बिना आपके एफर्ट्स के वो हाथ का आपका ऊपर उठ जाएगा। 10 एक जो मेरे पास खड़े थे टीचर, वो बोले इम्पॉसिबल होगा, नहीं बोले। और मैंने अपना लेक्चर स्टार्ट किया, सबसे पहले यही प्रयोग कराया। जिन्होंने कहा था कि इम्पॉसिबल, सबसे पहले हाथ उन्हीं का उठा, बिना एफर्ट्स की। एनर्जी पावर अपने आप को छोड़ देंगे ना, वो डिवाइन पावर से कनेक्ट हो जाएंगे, उतना ही है।
आई एग्री। तो अभी यहाँ पे वी हैव ऑल द लॉजिकल सेंस, कॉग्निटिव एबिलिटीज है जो आप बोल रहे हैं, मैं समझ रहा हूँ और उसको मैं फॉलो कर रहा हूँ। जो साइकोसिस हो गया, जिनकी जो ये कॉन्शियस कॉग्निटिव पावर डिस्टर्ब हो गई है, तो वो तो फॉलो नहीं कर पाते इंस्ट्रक्शंस, फिर उनका क्या होता है। मींस बेसिकली आई एम ट्राइंग।
अभी बात अपन के एंजल की बात है, तो उसको लेकर के यदि अपन बात करें, पावर है, वो यूनिवर्स में पावर है। और एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल मैंने पहले दिया था, उसी को ही मैं वापस अंशु जी भी को भी बताना चाहूंगी। लॉस एंजलिस में ऐसे ही थोड़ा सा प्राणायाम के लिए मैं घर से बाहर निकली थी, हाईवे था एकदम, और मॉर्निंग का टाइम था। थोड़ा सा 5-7 मिनट प्राणायाम किया, वॉक करने की इच्छा हो गई। इतना ज़्यादा, वो एरिया भी इतना अच्छा एरिया था, तो थोड़ा सा गई, मन में आया कि हाँ वापस चले जाऊंगी, लेकिन वेदर इतना अच्छा था कि ऐसा लगा कि थोड़ा सा और चले जाऊं। ऐसे करती 3-4 गलियां मुड़ गई, वापस जब आ रही हूँ लॉस्ट होती गई। अब इतना ज़्यादा लॉस्ट हुई कि मुझे कुछ भी पता नहीं चला करूँ क्या, ना मेरे पास फ़ोन ना कुछ आइडिया। पहले दिन ही हम वहाँ पहुँचे हैं, रात को ही पहुँचे हैं, और दूसरे दिन सुबह ऐसा हुआ ना कुछ ये पुलिस वाली आइडिया, किसी का घर का नंबर नहीं पता, सिर्फ वो भाई का जरूर नाम पता है। नाम किसको पूछेंगे, क्या करेंगे। एक दो जनों को मैंने पूछा, जो भी हुआ, इतना लंबी बात में मैं नहीं जाती हूँ। शॉर्टकट में यदि कहूँ, अपने में कॉन्शियस लेवल से जितना मैं एफर्ट्स कर सकती थी कि जब मुझे लगा कि मैं और भटक रही हूँ, मैंने कहा अब मेरे लिए पहुंचना पॉसिबल नहीं है। मैंने अपना एंजल को हो या अपने स्वामी जी को हो याद किया। मैंने कहा अब आप जानो, आपका काम जाने। अपने आप को मैंने छोड़ दिया। कैसा छोड़ा, बैठ नहीं गई, छोड़ दिया। आंखों से देख रही हूँ लेकिन मैं नहीं देख रही हूँ, आंखें खुली हैं, मैं नहीं देख रही हूँ। पैर चल रहे हैं, मैं नहीं चल रही हूँ। माइंड पर मेरे कंट्रोल को मैंने छोड़ दिया। मैंने कहा वही मेरे को, ये अदृश्य शक्ति ही मुझे अपने घर पहुंचाएगा। और जो अपने आचार्य महाप्रज्ञ जी की भी बात करते हैं, 9 साल के थे और कोलकाता में अपने चाचा जी के साथ मार्केट में गए थे और छूट गया हाथ, पहुंच गए, चाचा जी चले गए। महाप्रज्ञ जी जो 9 साल के थे, उस साल के उम्र में उन्होंने क्या किया, गले का देखा मैं अकेले हूँ, इतना कोलकाता जैसा बाजार, अपनी घड़ी खोले, चेन खोला, जेब में डाले, कम से कम कोई लेके ना चला जाए। फिर अपना चलते रहे, रास्ता नहीं पता, वो अपनी जगह पहुंच गए। मेरे साथ भी यही हुआ, छोड़ दिया मैंने। अब आप जानो, आपका काम जाने। किससे, वाईफाई, देखो सिर्फ इतना ही है कि वाईफाई का कनेक्शन आपका कितना स्ट्रांग है और आपका फेथ कितना है। तो अब उस फेथ से और वो कनेक्शन से मैं भी जगह पहुंच गई। अचानक पैर रुके, चल रही हूँ चल रही हूँ चल रही हूँ, अचानक पैर रुके। जहां रुके मैं ऐसे हल्का सा देखी, मुझे लगा अरे यही तो घर है। तो है, दुनिया में पावर है, शक्ति है, बस अपना कनेक्शन कैसे कर पाए, फेथ कितना कर पाए। हाँ, इमेजिनेशन बहुत बार कर लेते हैं और अपन को लगता है इंट्यूशन खुल रहा है।
मैं आपको बाइंड नहीं कर रहा हूँ और ये कोई आर्गुमेंट नहीं है, मैं इतना ही सोच रहा हूँ कि जो मनीष जी का क्वेश्चन था कि अपना लॉजिकल वे ऑफ थिंकिंग
सोचते हैं,
मशीनरी है, ठीक है?
रियल फैक्ट है।
वो वो जब तक ब्रेन पावर है तो अपन ये कर सकेंगे। जैसे मैं आपको एग्जांपल दिया साइंस को, जो
वो लोग नहीं कर सकते,
नहीं कर सकते,
नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो नहीं कर
तो
सकते।
उनको पावर एंजल कैसे गाइड करेंगे?
अच्छा, उनको एंजल कैसे गाइड करेगा, जो इस प्रकार के लोग होते हैं ना। अब जैसे जिनका कोई एक सेंस कम काम कर रहा है, तो उनके भीतर दूसरे पावर आ जाते हैं। तो वैसे ही ये जो इस प्रकार के लोग होते हैं, उनको ऑटोमेटिक एकदम ही एबनॉर्मल है, उनकी बात छोड़ दें। जो थोड़े से मेंटल डिस्टर्ब वाले हैं, मैं मतलब काम नहीं कर रहा है ब्रेन या कुछ, तो उनको शायद, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ, चाहे उनकी पुण्य ही कहें या कुछ कहें, कि होता है कि उनको काफ़ी, जैसे ऐसे लोगों की देखिए, परिवार में सेवा अच्छी होती है, उनको सुविधाएं अच्छी मिलेगी, बहुत सारी फैक्टर्स होते हैं। तो पुण्य भी काम करता है और साथ में अदृश्य सेवा, सब जगह नहीं है, कनेक्शन कितना कर पाते हैं। और एकदम ही जो एबनॉर्मल है, देखो उनकी बात क्या करें अपन। हाँ
नहीं बोलूं लेकिन थोड़ा बोल देता हूँ।
हाँ,
Science and philosophy are two different things. The neural network of the brain is so smart. Unknowingly it does millions of calculation every second. अब आप उसको एंजल से ज्वाइन करो, आप उसको साइंस से ज्वाइन करो, मेडिसिन से ज्वाइन करो, probably Rupali will explain better in terms of medicine how it works in the brain. But there are so many calculations which happens unknowingly in the mind. आप रास्ता भूल गए, कैसे वापस आए, divine power, whatever it is, but there is a calculation which is happening. How do you apply this to the corporate world, which I have seen with my bosses? They say there are few things, calculations mind would do unknowingly, without even knowing. And there comes a decision. Today, if I have to take a decision, I'll take decision based on the data, based on the information. Of course, there is a gut feel which goes with it, knowingly. But I cannot take a decision which data doesn't support. It's nonsense, right? And it cannot be right because the data says. But still, if I'm feeling that the data is wrong, that means the calculation the data is wrong. It's not that the data is wrong.
The way the calculation has been done, it's wrong. There might be something which is missing, which has not been covered or included in the whole research work. That's what it is. सबसे बड़ी बात जो आपने कही वो उससे मैं एग्री करता हूँ कि ये हमारा फेथ है. There is a faith. It is everything is driven by the faith. Whether you call it imagination, whatever.
मैं एक दो और एग्जाम्पल दे देती हूँ एकदम महाप्रज्ञा जी के भी. अब देखिए, अपन अवधि ज्ञान तो अभी मानते नहीं है, फिर भी अपन बोलते हैं आचार्य महाप्रज्ञा जी बिना आँख के देख सकते थे, बिना कान के सुन सकते थे. मैंने कल ही स्मिता जी के घर गए थे, मैंने एक बात कही थी. एक संत के, मुनि जी के, जो आचार्य श्री के महाप्रज्ञा जी के निकट रहने वाले थे, उनके मम्मी पापा ट्रेन से जा रहे थे और कुछ हुआ, किसी ने कुछ खिलाया, कुछ हुआ, वो शायद वॉशरूम के लिए सीट से उठ के गए थे, वापस आए नहीं. 1 घंटा हो गया. उनके फादर, मतलब उनके हस्बैंड जो लेडीज थी, वो वेट कर रहे हैं, देखे तो दिख नहीं रही है. अपने बेटे मुनि के पास फ़ोन करवाया, भाई महाप्रज्ञा जी से पूछ दें, उस समय तो और क्या सहारा है. अच्छा सी विदिन 5 मिनट में बोल दिया मुख्य स्टेशन में देखो मिल जाएगी. अब कौन सा ज्ञान है? हर चीज. आचार्य से विराजे थे एक बार, और अचानक से उनको आवाज आती है या कुछ होता है, उनका इंट्यूशन बोलता है तुम इस जगह को छोड़ दो. ऐसे एक दरवाजे के पास बैठे हैं, उस दरवाजे को छोड़ करके तीसरे दरवाजे के पास आ गए. विदिन 5 मिनट में जो वहां आके बैठे, एकदम जैसे कोई भस्म होते हैं ना, ऐसी स्थिति हुई. उस जगह पे किसी ने मूठ का प्रयोग किया और 5 मिनट पहले आचार्य को इंट्यूशन आ गया कि इस जगह को छोड़ दो. तो वही है, खुद की साधना से भी बहुत सारी शक्तियां, पावर ऑटोमेटिक साथ देते हैं. और यदि इस प्रकार का अपन का किसी से संपर्क करने का साधन है तो वो भी हो सकता है. प्योरिटी जब इतनी बढ़ जाती है, इतनी बढ़ जाती है, तो ऑटोमेटिक बहुत सारी चीजें, इम्पॉसिबल भी पॉसिबल होता जाता है. तो साधना से भी सब चीज होता है. जैसे आचार्य महावीर का बोलते हैं अपन, हर व्यक्ति को अपने पूर्व जन्म का याद दिला देते थे, देखो तुम ऐसा करते थे, ऐसा होता था. तो सब प्रकार का है. और जहाँ लॉजिकल माइंड की बात करें, तो हम सिर्फ लॉजिक से सोचेंगे तो वहाँ कुछ नहीं होगा. सब कुछ डिपेंड करता है हमारा फेथ कितना है. और यदि साइंस के आधार पे फेथ को भी लें, डॉक्टर भी इस पर रिसर्च किए हैं कि भाई 2 इंजेक्शन दे रहे हैं आपको, एक पानी वाला और एक एक्सपेंसिव इंजेक्शन. और एक्सपेंसिव इंजेक्शन को ये कह के पैसे मरीज को दे रहे हैं कि बस ठीक है, एक बार शायद टेम्परेरी काम कर जाएगा. और पानी वाला इंजेक्शन कि भाई इतना ये एक्सपेंसिव है और इतना रेयर है, मुझे पता था तुम आने वाले हो इसलिए तुम्हारे लिए रखा था. वो बिल्कुल लास्ट सांस गिन रहा है, वो भी भागने लग जाएगा, क्योंकि वहाँ उसका फेथ बोल रहा है. तो डिपेंड काफी कुछ करता है हमारी फेथ के ऊपर. और इसमें श्रद्धा में यदि महाप्रज्ञ जी की बात कहूँ, इतने बड़े दार्शनिक थे, इतने बड़े दार्शनिक थे, इतने बड़े विद्वान थे, तो भी लोग उनके लिए कहते हैं आचार्य महाप्रज्ञ जी का तुलसी जी के प्रति इतनी आस्था, इतनी श्रद्धा. यदि किसी 4 हाथ के पत्थर को यदि तुलसी जी ने कह दिया कि 8 हाथ का है, तो महाप्रज्ञ जी प्रूफ करके दिखा देंगे कि वो रियल में 8 हाथ का है. यदि तुलसी जी कह देंगे अभी दिन नहीं रात है, तो महाप्रज्ञ जी के पास वो पावर था कि वो प्रूफ करके दिखा देते थे कि हाँ अभी दिन नहीं. और आगमों में भी आता है श्रद्धा कितनी होनी चाहिए, फेथ कितना होना चाहिए. एक गुरु कहे शिष्य को कि विशेष से आज गोचरी में मैंने एक सफेद कौवा देखा, आप लोगों ने देखा है? तो शिष्य कहता है तैत भंते जरूर देखा होगा. और हमारा लॉजिकल माइंड क्या कहता है, हो ही नहीं सकता, हो ही नहीं सकता. आचार्य महाप्रज्ञ जी एक बार, हम भी सब वहीं थे, डूंगरगढ़ की बात है, दीक्षा का समय था. बोले यदि गुरु तुमको कहे कुएं में कूद जाओ, क्या करोगे? बोले गुरु ऐसा कहेंगे ही नहीं. आचार्य ने कहा वो गुरु की मर्जी. तुम्हारा उत्तर क्या होना चाहिए? हम बिल्कुल फेथ. अपन का लॉजिकल जहां माइंड चलता है वहां थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो जाता है. और रियल में किसी पावर से कनेक्ट करना है अपने आप को, तो फेथ बहुत जरूरी है ना. चलिए, ओम अरहम. हाँ, थोड़ा सा अंशु जी के बारे में, नीति प्रज्ञा जी भी. तो नीति प्रज्ञा जी का जो मनपसंद टॉपिक था आज उनको सुनने को मिला है, और तो अंशु जी देखिए काफ़ी, एक तो सबसे अच्छी बात है पूरे पब्लिक को बांध के रखते हैं। इनकी जो बोलने की कला है काफ़ी अच्छी कला है और बड़े स्वीट बोलते हैं, मधुर बोलते हैं, गुड स्पीकर हैं और अच्छे प्रश्नों का भी अच्छा समाधान दे रहे थे। और कल जब हम वहाँ गए थे, मैंने कहा कि कौन कौन आ रहे हैं, लगभग 40 लेडीज़ थे, कौन कौन आ रहे हैं। तो हमारे रजनी जी ने कहा समनी जी मैं तो आऊँगी, मैंने पूरा सर्च कर लिया है, बड़े अच्छे स्पीकर आ रहे हैं, अच्छे नॉलेजेबल स्पीकर आ रहे हैं, तो काफ़ी अच्छे जानकार हैं। और ये तो सिर्फ यहाँ पर बोलते ना एक सिर्फ सैंपल दिखाया है, इनको तो कई विषयों का नॉलेज है। तो हम चाहेंगे जब जब भी अंशु जी जेबीबी लंदन आए तो जेबीबी वासियों को भी बराबर आप खुद से भी बोल सकते हैं मैं लंदन आई हुई हूँ और आप कहो तो मैं आ सकती हूँ, खुद से भी आप इन्फॉर्म कर सकते हैं। तो आज सबको अच्छा लगा है, बस चाहेंगे यही कि जब भी आओ तो आप ज़रूर यहाँ आइएगा। और मैंने तो एक डेट और दिया था, मुझे पता चला कि आप शायद इंडिया जा रहे हैं। हाँ, लेकिन जब भी आओ हम यही चाहेंगे कि आप इधर ज़रूर आओ। और आज सभी को अच्छा लगा है तो पूरे जेबीबी की तरफ से, हमारे तरफ से जीत जी को आज बड़ी खुशी हुई, क्योंकि अक्सर इस हॉल में प्रवचन के समय मैं ही आती हूँ। बोला आज नीति प्रिया जी भी बैठेंगे तो मैंने कहा नीति प्रिया जी का मनपसंद विषय है भाई, तो आज वो बैठेंगे। तो अच्छा लगा, सभी को अच्छा लगा, बहुत बहुत साधुवाद, धन्यवाद। और फिर चाहेंगे आप जरूर आइए। और अपने देखिए दूसरी इनकी बड़ी चीज़ क्या है कि अपने स्किल को कंटिन्यू डेवलप करते जा रहे हैं, ऐसे नहीं कि जहाँ है वहीं रह गए, नॉन स्टॉप स्किल को डेवलप करना, ये भी अपने आप में अपने आप को अपग्रेड करना। इंसान ऐसा लेजी होता है जो है एनफ, तो वो वाली बात नहीं, ये नॉन स्टॉप अपग्रेड कर रहे हैं। तो हम चाहेंगे आप नेक्स्ट टाइम आओ तो और आपके जो भी न्यू नॉलेज है वो भी आप सब शेयर करेंगे इन्हीं भावनाओं के साथ। फिर से पूरे जेबीबी की तरफ से अंशु जी को बहुत बहुत साधुवाद, धन्यवाद। ओम हरे।